Good morning, Chapter 15, Our Rights and Duties. We will read about what is a constitution, the important features of the Constitution of India, the fundamental rights of people, the fundamental duties of people, the directive principle. India became independent on 15th August 1947 from the British rule. After independence, the Constituent Assembly was formed to draft the Constitution of India. The Constituent Assembly is a body which was formed uh, to write the Constitution of India. Now, what is Constitution, children? A Constitution is a set of laws according to which the country is governed. Dr. Rajendra Prasad was the president of the Constituent Assembly. Dr. Rajendra Prasad was the president of the Constituent Assembly. He later on became the first president of India, independent India. Dr. B.R. Ambedkar was the chairman of the Constituent Assembly. Dr. B.R. Ambedkar was the chairman of the drafting committee. He was the main architect of the Constitution of India. The Constitution of India came into effect on 26th January 1950. According to the Constitution of India, our country is a sovereign, socialist, secular, democratic republic. Now we will go one by one. You can see the picture of Dr. Rajendra Prasad, and who was the first president of the Constituent Assembly and later on became the first president of India. And the second one is Dr. B.R. Ambedkar, the chairman of the Constituent Assembly. Now we will go with the meaning. Sovereign. Now what do we mean by sovereign? It means our country is free to take decision regarding all the matters of our country. All the matters means all kinds of matters. Social matter, political matter, electoral matter, administrative matter. Okay, cross-border country or cross-border any matter which is related to country's benefit. Socialist, it means that all the people of our country are treated as equal. You know, in India is a mixture of all religion, Hinduism, Mohammedans, Muslims, Christian, Sikhs, Jews, Parsis, Buddhist, Jainism. There are many religions. So it means that all the people of our country are treated equal, and they can follow any religion without any hindrance. Secular means all the people are free to choose religions of their choice. A Hindu man can choose his own religion, Hindu religion. Similarly, a Muslim can choose his own religion. A Sikh can follow his Sikhism. Buddhist can follow Buddhism. Jain can follow Jainism. All this is called secularism. The next one is democratic. It means the government is elected by the people of India. You know, elections are held in India twice in a year. So for Rajya Sabha and Lok Sabha, so it means the government is elected by the people of India, of the people, for the people, by the people. Now next one is republic. It means that the head of the state is an elected person, like the president is the head of the country, chief minister is the head of the state, and they are elected by the people of India. Not there is not a king or a queen. Okay. The Constitution of India has given all the citizens some fundamental rights and fundamental duties. It has also given some guidelines for the government, which are called the directive principles. Now, what are fundamental rights? The Constitution of India has given 6 fundamental rights. These are right to equality, right to freedom of religion, right against exploitation, cultural and educational rights, right to constitutional remedies. Second comes fundamental duties. Rights and duties go hand in hand. Our country has given us certain rights and expect some duties to be followed by all the citizens of our country. These are as follows: follow the Constitution of India, respect our national anthem and national flag, respect our heritage and culture, take care of public property, avoid any acts of violence, protect the unity of our country, help our government live in harmony. Try to improve our natural environment, achieve excellence in whatever we do. So these are the fundamentals duties. Now the third one is directive principles. Now what is directive principles? The Constitution of India has also laid down some guidelines to the Government of India. Means some guidelines have been written for the Government of India. These guidelines are called the directive principles of state policy. These are for the welfare of the people. These guidelines are listed below. These guidelines are listed below. Make sure that everyone can earn a livelihood. Ensure that the rich are not exploiting the poor. The government should also pay equally for equal work to men and women. Ensure that every child gets free and compulsory education. Protect historical monuments. Ensure that people have proper living conditions. These are the guidelines for the Government of India, and they will check on all these 6 points. Okay. Then, do you know the Constitution of India is the longest written constitution in the world? Okay. So quick revision, children. Oral question. 1. Who was the President of the Constituent Assembly? Yes. Dr. Rajendra Prasad was the President of the Constituent Assembly. Absolutely correct. 2. When did the Constitution of India was into effect? Yes, you all are correct. The Constitution of India came into effect on 26th January 1950. 3. List any 2 fundamental rights. Yes, children, I know you all know it. The 2 fundamental rights are right to equality, right to freedom. 3. List any 2 fundamental duties. Yes, children, I know again you know this. One is follow the Constitution of India. Second is respect our national anthem and national flag. 5th, list any 2 directive principles. Means directive principles, you know, means like the guidelines for the government. It's government should make sure that everyone earn a livelihood, and government should also take care of look after to protect historical monuments. And there are many more, you can go in details. Now children, keywords, very important. Again we will repeat: sovereign, independent to take decisions on its own on all internal matters. Socialist, believing in the principle that all people are equal. Secular, believing in the principle that everyone is free to choose his or her religion. Democratic, or for the people in general. Republic, a form of government which is governed by the laws of a constitution. Fundamental rights, basic human freedoms enjoyed by the citizens. Fundamental duties, moral obligations of all citizens to help promote a spirit of patriotism. And recap, children, a constitution is a set of laws according to which a country is governed. The Constitution Assembly was formed to frame the Constitution of India. Dr. Rajendra Prasad was the President of the Constituent Assembly, and Dr. B.R. Ambedkar was the Chairman of the Drafting Committee. The Constitution of India came into effect on January 26, 1950. India is a sovereign, socialist, secular, democratic republic. We have 6 fundamental rights according to the Constitution. We have 10 fundamental duties. The Constitution of India has laid down some guidelines for the government of India. Like, these guidelines are called the directive principles of state policy. Thank you, children, and take care of yourself.